At City Hall this evening, the owners and managers of the Woodridge apartments will have a lot to answer for in front of the Building and Standards Commission. Those apartments are located at 1900 Burton Drive in East Austin. Well, back in May, that complex had a major balcony collapse, and KXAN's David Scott reports that subsequent inspections found hundreds of code violations. Dave?
The city says there are some 700 code violations at Woodridge, and the owners of the complex indicate they may not have the money to make the repairs. When that balcony collapsed, about 50 families were displaced. Now, there's still some tenants living at Woodridge, but what are their rights, and who can they turn to?
Maria Salas has lived at Woodridge 5 years. She says management will not let her out of her lease and that very little ever gets repaired.
Some repairs, then outside, no, nothing. Nothing repairs.
So when you ask for repairs, what do they tell you?
No, him, no, nothing. Him, no, nothing, only some. I don't know, very rude.
Tine Brion says he can't wait to move out when his lease is up in December. He's tired of fighting the repairs battle.
Well, he says that he'll get somebody to it, and then, like before you know, like I said, a whole 30 days done went by, then we get at him again, and then somebody comes, and it takes them another 2-3 months to even fix it or start it. So it's like I tell my girlfriend, let's just not bother with it. When it's time to go, it's time to go.
Tenants' rights are limited. A lease is binding immediately it's signed. You can be evicted with 72 hours notice. There's no limit on how much the rent can be raised. Landlords hold most of the cards.
Most of the leases that are, that tenants sign are written by landlords' attorneys. And so their main function is to protect that landlord.
You do have one recourse, and that begins by sending a repair request in by certified letter.
Once you send that in, they have 7 days to start work. If they don't start work within those 7 days, they can be considered in breach of the contract. At that point, you have some options.
Those options include walking out on the lease or taking the landlord to court. But those options include some expenses. Expenses many tenants cannot afford. They're stuck.
One thing I'm told you do not want to do, and that is withhold your rent money. You do that, you could be evicted and lose some of your rights under the law. Tonight, though, it'll be Woodridge's feet held to the fire. At City Hall, David Scott, KXAN News.